water, no other substance. That's right.
Yeah, no.
That's good.
And some flower petals.
What?
Some flower rose petals.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but don't do it. Don't do punching. That'll be
all you need the table for, Gurdeep? Just this?
Yeah.
Because we have a very small table, so this one's blocking the camera.
okay. Once you get a small table.
Rama, Dark Blue? There's a very small wooden table in that closet there, the AV closet. Can you get that instead of this? It might not be tall enough.
What's that?
This table might not be tall enough. We can try it. Yeah, because this table's blocking the camera.
Okay.
Yeah, that table's fine.
Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Prabhu.
What's in there?
Just to clear the flower petal again, like at the last. Once everyone is done, Gurudev, then once everyone is done, then I'll just.
sing here. So you need a microphone. Yeah.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the most blessed Thanksgiving. Today is the glorious appearance day of our most beloved spiritual master, His Holiness Sri Krishna Das Goswami. He's there saying, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Because he served Srila Prabhupada for 54 years now. And always in the mood of offering all of his service to Srila Prabhupada, his beloved spiritual master. And so let's just begin our outpouring of love and appreciation for this personality who has been a stalwart, constantly serving Srila Prabhupada and his society for decades. Personally for me, and I'm sure everyone can agree, if you have any little distraction, bodily challenge, or ailment, or practically anything, you tend to not think of Krishna as much and think more of oneself, this I do. And this dedication for so many years, this example for so many years, is very, very, very inspiring to me. Because, of course, in our mind, we have all reverence and we want to serve and we want to contribute and we want to get to know the spiritual master, get to know Srila Prabhupada, get to know Krishna. We want to do those things. But, and the old saying goes, the spirit is willing but the flesh is weak sometimes. So, this person for so many years has just pushed himself beyond limit to serve and to try his best to share Krishna all over the globe. Very inspiring. So, oh good, I'm noticing there's a box of tissues. We can all share our love and joy and tears. It's a safe space for those things, right? Thank you, Samuel. That's so nice. Okay. So is anybody just burning right this second?
Let their heart go.
And there should be a time limit.
Oh yeah.
3 minutes.
Okay. I was thinking this too.
All right.
3 minutes and must be extemporaneous. No one reading from their written offering. No reading from the written offering. It must be right here and then come out.
Except for Adi, he has a song.
Okay.
Adi has a song, so.
Beautiful.
But except for him, everybody should be spontaneous.
Unless you have a song. Songs are welcome. Okay. Raise your hand. Go. Okay, set your breath in.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Is it somewhere? What will be on it? Can't talk Maharaj.
Pajama.
Since 36 years you are tolerating me, giving your association, and you have a lot of good qualities that is very hard to explain because I have poor kind of knowledge. So I cannot properly glorify you, Maharaj. But since I came in North Carolina 36 years, you are giving me a good association, and whatever I learned from you is all the way to whatever right now I am. So please keep me and my family in your circle, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Jai, such a Vyasa Puja. Such a good devotee. Serves the deities. Great responsible devotee of inspiration.
Okay, Madhava. Madhava's mother, Divya.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna brother. Wish you a happy appearance day. 75th year is very special. We just recently, in last year, we celebrated Janivas Prabhu's also 75th year. So all of you same time. So I just want to, for the couple of years, I've not been here. I've not been able to celebrate your Vyasa Puja. Although every year I used to write your poem, but from the time you have blessed me with mother, somehow that's not happening. So I'm sorry, but I just want to remind my favorite memories with you are of course in Sri Dham's Vrindavan and Mayapur. The first time I met you right after my father had left his body, and you mercifully allowed me to touch your lotus feet. Actually, it was very special. And I asked you that since my Prabhu calls you Gurudev, so I asked you, I say my Guru Maharaj as Guru Maharaj, I address him. So I was thinking, what should I call you?
Oops. The battery's bad on that one?
No. I think I'm loud enough. Can you help me do it?
I can hear you, but everybody else may not be able to hear you. One,
It's coming and going.
you take this one. Take this one and give me Harris. Okay.
Thank you, Guru. So, at the time I asked you, can I call you Gurudev? And you said, yes, why not? It was like very smooth transition for me to have two spiritual masters on my altar. This is the glory of Srila Prabhupada. I always think that we cannot really have just one spiritual master, because Prabhupada has created all of you. So I had the opportunity of having all your association. I am having the opportunity. I could get the opportunity of even actually able to shed some tears when His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj left his body. I could cry at the time when Gopal Krishna Maharaj left his body. And how Kalamkar Maharaj left his body. So all of your presence makes my family complete. And I'm very fortunate. I'm very, very, very grateful to Srila Prabhupada who has created all of you around everywhere to me. So that I'm completely safe, completely under shelter completely out of the shelter, always. So today on your birthday, I think the most biggest thing that happiness I can give it to you by glorifying Srila Prabhupada. So Prabhupada, I am so grateful to you for giving me not only Sri Navadvip Vrindavan and Jagannath Puri, and also your wonderful devotees around the world. So I am so grateful to you, Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhupada. Thank you. Eternally grateful to you. Eternally indebted to you. Divine Divine.
Wow. Oh, very wonderful offering.
Yes. offering from Goloka Maharaj for you today. Dear Sri Krishna Goswami, please accept my humble obeisances of glory to Srila Prabhupada. He wrote this on October 4th, so he says, very soon this month you will be conducting your Vyasa Puja celebration. I wanted to send a short note of appreciation for you and all your service. Of late, the strongest point of intersection I have in your service is through empathic communication. In addition, the devotee community for sure is benefiting, as well as the body, mind, spirit retreats which are being conducted in multiple places on the globe. So those retreats happen in the US but also in Singapore, and your empathic communication workshops are being presented by devotees there actually. This is another avenue where the message which fits Bhagavad Gita's message 7:15 has the most practical application. Refinement of character and speech is certainly a necessity for one who is a Vaishnava. You have taken the time to understand this principle very carefully, and for that I'm thankful and expressing my gratitude. Your servant, Ramapada Swami.
Wow. That's wonderful. Thank you very much. Anything from you?
My heart's Maharaj. I have such a strong desire to be of service and to have a meaning and purpose in my life, and you have given that to me by training me in this area of devotee relationships and empathic communication. You've given me a way to contribute back because I have such a calling to do that. I am so grateful for what I'm receiving. So I'm so indebted to you for creating that avenue in my life to feel a purpose, to feel a value and contribution to the movement. And my desire is that your that by doing what I'm doing, that your glories are spread throughout the world. And I seek your blessings, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. So she got to do very, very important service. And she attended some of my empathic communication seminars in Gita Nagari. And then she's taken the ball and run with it at this particular point. She's teaching empathic communication in China and other places around the world. Even last night, I understand you were up till midnight teaching a Chinese empathic communication seminar. So thank you very much for doing one of the great societies.
Thank you so much for the Shakti. I had the honor of knowing your colleague since 1978. And everywhere that I've gone, when I see you, I want to follow her because you have been the epitome of empathic communication. When we look at devotional service, it's not so much just slokas and philosophy, but it's that loving relationship, that loving connection between the devotees that keeps us here and keeps us inspired. You also, I've known you for so many years, and throughout all that time, you didn't look upon us as being woman, man, black, white. You looked at us as spirit souls, and you thought us, engage us in Srila Prabhupada's service and your service. And that in a way suited our own nature. I'm just giving you the word about empathic communication, but one of the things that strikes me is that ability to actually put yourself in another person's shoes. That when you listen to them, you're not listening to their eyes, to your eyes, but through their eyes. And that helps you to relate to them and find a way to engage them in Krishna consciousness in the short part of you. So I just want to thank you for your association over all of these years. And I am very humbled by your presence, and I'm just honored to call you my friend and my secretary.
Hello. And Srila Prabhupada helped a lot in the early days here. She built my original house, the cabin in the woods, and actually used a chainsaw and actually cleared the whole land here. She's very, very talented. good devotee, and I don't know how we would have new Goloka here without her. Okay.
So, back in the mid-1980s, or even the early 80s, I heard about Sri Krishna Maharaj striking out on his own in North Carolina, which was a radical thing, because of his own little barriers, but it was this new community. And I was fortunate enough to be here early on, in 1993, and I can say that everything we see here is coming from the energy of Sri Krishna Maharaj. His vision, his heart, his soul, everything is being manifested here because of him. And so I'm very grateful, because as I travel around the country, go to different communities, I always feel that this is the best community, the nicest devotees, and the most wonderful atmosphere of love and devotion to Sri Golokananda, and we owe it all to Sri Krishna Maharaj.
Wow. Thank you very much, Krishna. And he's also very, very steady in his own devotion to Srila Prabhupada and the morning program. I really appreciate that, because without him, it would get kind of lonely in the morning program. Me and Krishna.
Hare Krishna, except when you blow businesses, all glories to Prabhupada. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine.
Okay, excellent. So, I think that the thing that inspires me the most about you is how practical you are. I had the opportunity to very shortly help Rajalila with the project of fixing the manuscript for your next book on empathic communication. And I was just constantly blown away and surprised by how practical you are about it, and how much you refuse to just, play into whatever. You just see very clearly through to the heart of the matter, what's most important, what's most practical for your disciples and all the devotees, and you can just feel your love for them and how much you have everyone's best interest in mind, which constantly keeps me inspired when I have harder times. I think that what New Goloka is and what you do is, rather than kind of wanting to be popular or wanting to kind of go along with what everyone else does and get people who would easily become devotees naturally, your real service is going to find people who maybe wouldn't have become devotees under any other circumstance. And that's how I feel about myself. At least I don't think it would have happened for me if I hadn't met you. So New Goloka, you create this community of people that you engage in Krishna service in this way that you might not find elsewhere, and that really allows a lot more people to take shelter of Godhead. And I appreciate that very much.
Wow. Thank you very much for that. That's wonderful. Very inspiring. Spontaneous offerings actually add a lot. So, who's next? Is that? Oh, Chintana.
If it weren't for you, I don't even be in this sponsor right now. I'm finding such a bad time. I looked for shelter at everything, and I couldn't find it. And I was getting up hope. Getting there and saving my life. Saving those who made me feel like I almost be able to repay my debt here.
Thank you very much. Sometimes, yeah, you can say the duties and through so many challenges, remaining fixed as you stare at the morning program. A lot of young people with much better health sleep late. And they have a lot of excuses. Who's next?
Hare Krishna Srila Gurudev.
Ah.
Please accept my humble obeisances.
Amala Harinam.
All glories to you and all glories to Srila Prabhupada. I just wanted to appreciate you on this day, and I just wanted to recount a little bit what it was like growing up here in this community with you being that guide and leader in the community. I think it's so important for children to experience encouragement and a safe place in Krishna consciousness. And there are quite a lot of renunciates or sannyasis that sometimes find children to be a nuisance. I can say that I never felt that from you ever when attending the temple programs. We always felt welcome and like we were really part of it. And then after the class and the bhajan, we would all gather outside and you would hand out sweets to all of us and crack jokes with us. And I remember you would always call me Animal because I had so much, my name is Amal, everyone would call me Amal, so you would add Animal because I had so much energy. And you saw that energy and you would engage it. Actually, you would ask me if I would like to lead the kirtans, the Tulsi Puja, the Guru Puja. So without that encouragement, I'm not sure I would be who I am today. So I'm very grateful. Even actually that nickname, from that nickname I started to be called Mammal. And when I was 14, I made my first Gmail address, mammalster@gmail.com. And it's still my official email address for all government, everything. So I'm always reminded of that first nickname you gave me and engaged me in Krishna service, and it was very encouraging. So I'm very grateful that you have that mood and that mentality of encouraging everyone, no matter their size or age or anything like that. And I just wanted to thank you on behalf of my father-in-law and mother-in-law, Kamlesh Krishna and Gandharvika, who are the CPO directors for ISKCON. I know I've heard that you have been a good ally in that regard. So I'm thanking you that you have made the children a priority here in New Goloka and around the world. Thank you very much, Mara.
Thank you. And I'm extremely proud of Amala Harinam, it means the pure chanting of the holy name, who is actually carrying out the pure chanting of the holy name and making the holy name famous all over the world. You can see famous personality. Much more famous than me, obviously. Okay.
I may take a little liberty just briefly that in order to. I had a situation called mild cognitive impairment, which gives me the inability to do a constant flow. But most notably, I've noticed, ever since I've known you for 50 years, your unparalleled guru nature. Does anyone know what that means? It means love for Srila Prabhupada and a movement of following him 100%. And how that opened up for me to see just the way you are and your strong attachment basically to sadhana. And by this process of sadhana, we know that all impurities and all difficulties in life are subdued, and one can be fixed in pure devotional service. So your devotion to Srila Prabhupada is exemplified so much in everything that you do, like Srila Prabhupada, and your strong attachment for his instructions, following his instructions very carefully. And due to this, you have excelled excel in your developing of the 26 qualities of spiritual development. And what I've seen here in Goloka also is how devotees who are following the process and are your strict disciples are also coming up and becoming very pure devotees. And I especially like your attachment. Of course, you yourself personally brought Goloka from India and took such good care of them and had them worshipped properly. You yourself sometimes worshiping them, cooking for them. And I've only seen you get a little angry at one recently, a few weeks ago. You saw myself and the uncle were chanting up in the temple room, and you noticed that the gate was not down, which is protection for the deities. And I felt your mood of love for Radha Goloka members, that they be protected properly. So you were just a little bit angry. And that was such a great example of your mood of protecting this, the whole temple actually. And one of the things I've noticed ever since I've known you for 50 years is how you are so expert in both dealing with the material energy and the spiritual energy. Meaning how to build this temple, which you did with your hands, your own hands, and a few devotees. And how you've taken the time and dedication to learn and study Srila Prabhupada's books so that you imbibe them in your own life and you can speak from Shastra, you know, so many of Srila Prabhupada's purports. So I feel very blessed to be here in this community and have your daily association. And I'm inviting all the devotees that do live here to please come and get Maharaj's association and come to a wonderful morning program, which is short and sweet and works for most all working people. Thank you very much.
One of the founding Acharya cooks in ISKCON is Prasadam distribution. Brother said that our movement spreads because of Prasadam. Frankly, all of us came because of Prasadam. So Prabhu has done so much wonderful service for Srila Prabhupada. Okay.
Thank you, Brother. Good luck to our businesses. I have no word to express my gratitude for guiding me in my Krishna consciousness since 1990 when I moved to this community. And now I'm leaving more, but I stayed for a good number of years over here. You are always guiding me spiritually, even materially, emotionally, and helping me and my family. And I'm so grateful, and I'm eternally indebted to you for giving me a strong base in Krishna consciousness. I have two gurus before you. That lacks a moment that that after I take shelter, you already speak with them. Then I ask it fix instead of Prabhupada moment, and I'm very grateful for all your help. I don't know how to express myself, but your example, how you're fixing your devotion and your sadhana, your teaching mission, and you're very compassionate to all devotees. You don't discriminate. Okay, this one is too fallen, I can give shelter. You give shelter even to the most fallen, and try to encourage everyone in Krishna consciousness. So all these years I observe you. You don't have any other motive. Just your motive is only to guide devotees in devotional service and want them to advance in Krishna consciousness. That's what I take from following you, from accepting you as my guru. Hare Krishna, Guru.
Wow. You have to, during very challenging times, we have the debt to her also.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutya Krishna Goswami Vidinavaya. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutya I must say that I'm so impressed with this community, Maharaj, you have built over the years. And the most impressed I was when I came here in 1998 was the building, the Shivaristic dome. Only Maharaj could do it. He being civil engineer and by his own hands. It's a unique building from that perspective. And I love this temple from the acoustics and many other points of view. Very practical and very nice, beautiful temple. It's just amazing what you've built here. Not only that, you built this community. Over time, I've seen it has grown better and better with this empathic teachings. It's just amazing how the community has changed. It's brought so many people from around the world, and now it's known in many parts of the world as one unique small temple with faith and love. I mean, if you use it here. So it's a unique community. And these deities are being worshipped to the highest standard. And it's just all glories to all the devotees who are serving here so nicely. And now there's so much communication among the devotees, and it's one of the best communities in the world, I can say, in all I know. So it's just amazing, Maharaj. It's under your leadership. So I am grateful to you. I am thankful to you eternally for creating this community, and we love to live here. And it's just incredible devotion in your property. And your service is incredible, day in and out, and you are here. And I am not many times in the morning. So all glory to you, Maharaj, on your auspicious and trip. May Lord grant you long and healthy life so that we can associate you for a long, long time to come. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. And since you like the building so much, I guess we'll just not build any more temples. So Omkara and Jadharani are architects who are designing the future of the Goloka.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. We'd like to continue the census. Om Jnana Tumirandasya Jnanandana Shalakaya Chakshu Umilitamina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhukya Evacha Pajitanam Paramibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Today is the auspicious day of Sri Ram Vijaya Dashami.
There you go.
And what makes the festival even special is to be in your presence and present with all the wonderful devotees whom you have gathered and kept together as a loving Vaishnava community. In the Hari Bhakti Shuddhodaya, there's a verse that gives what human life's success looks like. It says, Akshno Phalam Vadrasha Darshanam Hi Tano Phalam Vadrasha Gatra Sangha Jivva Phalam Vadrasha Kirtanam Hi Sudurlabha Bhagavata Hi. That in this world it is very, very rare to find a Bhagavata. And if one does find such a Bhagavata, to glorify them is the success of the tongue. To get their loving embrace or touch with the success of his body, and the success of the eyes is to just even get one gaze of them. Then I'm considering what that success can be defined as when the same Bhagavata is as a human being who is supposed to be searching for, seeking out a Bhagavata, when in turn himself comes seeking out a person like you. And for that I'm extremely grateful to you that a few years ago when I was going through a rough patch, to put it mildly, you sought out and actually came to be with us and uplift us and our family. And that doesn't even appear in this book as success, because it's for one to seek out the Bhagavata. But I can't describe in language what happens when a Bhagavata seeks out someone. So Maharaj, I'm very, very grateful to you. Thank you for being that shining light and lovely Bhagavata that is not far away but so easily approachable. Thank you, Maharaj.
And thank you for remaining fixed in Krishna consciousness, even with so many challenges. I'm not going to get into the details of this challenge, but I mean, Krishna in some ways presents us with tests, and you remain fixed despite that. So that's a proof of your love and dedication to Srila Prabhupada and your spiritual master. Haribo.
Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble.
Surprise, I didn't know if you were here.
We just decided yesterday evening to sit in the car and just drive.
Oh, you drove?
Yes, we just arrived. And we'll leave right after the festivities. I want to echo my husband's sentiment and experience and feelings. Actually, to give a little bit more detail, when we were going through whatever we were going through, it was during COVID time. And there was a lot of restriction for travel. And yet, first we got a call from Maharaj and asking, has anybody called and checked on both of you? And we said no. And we could clearly see Maharaj's disappointment and anger. And next thing, he took a flight and he came to Chicago. I was surprised and extremely moved. And that gesture, actually you're saying congratulations for sticking around. I would say that was a huge contribution for us to stick around and have faith and keep moving. So thank you. Who would do that during COVID, to take that flight and come to Chicago? And Maharaj was so kind. He was staying with Sri Radhika and Jamuna Jivana, and they had a split level house, which means the living room, their 4 steps, and Maharaj's room was right there.
Yeah.
And only 10 of us could gather for Maharaj's class because of restrictions. We thought Maharaj went upstairs to take rest after the evening class, and because we all were meeting after a long time, the dinner kind of got extended, and we were thinking we were whispering and talking, and we went on talking till like 2 in the morning. And Maharaj was so kind, and then we realized finally Maharaj went to the restroom, and we were like, maybe Maharaj is getting disturbed. We are not that soft. And next day Maharaj did say that he could hear us talk and laugh, but he didn't interrupt our joy. I personally felt that you allowed me to bask in those loving exchanges which I was craving. So even though it was a lot of inconvenience for you too. So your personalism and what you teach, exhibiting that in how you interact with devotees was most moving. So thank you. And that actually kept Prahlad's faith also. And he's growing up to be a fine young man.
Wonderful.
He's committed to Krishna consciousness, and he's doing good. So thank you for being there since he was a kid. During those GBC meetings, they used to just crawl into the room and annoy all of you. And then coming when he was a teenager at the time, and it was a difficult time for him too. So thank you. Your presence made a huge difference to our family and a small community. Sri Radhika is part of that. We have all of us healed. So thank you so much.
You want to run a temple again? Oh my God. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. Really makes me feel that I contributed something to the devotees. Really fills my heart. Okay. speak more into the mic so we can, everyone can.
Yeah. So, and that's what I'm saying. So, thank you, Maharaj, for accepting us as your disciple. And this is, yeah, we attended actually so many Vyasa Puja previously, but this is our first Vyasa Puja as a disciple, and we are very much thankful that you accepted without our qualification as your disciple, and you keep guiding. That's very, very actually, and this community which you have, built so long and before, and then we are just came and then just enjoying actually be a part of that. That's awesome. And not only us, like everyone is like so much grateful to you that you build it us and you build a spiritual platform for everyone to come and then spiritualize themselves and then enrich their life actually with this blissful thing. It's like amazing, and the very first time actually when we landed here in 2012, and when I first time came in this community, seeing this ashram, actually I was so much delighted because I had not even seen that kind of thing in India when I was there. And then before even seeing to the other Goloka, Nandi saw you actually giving the lecture in the Sunday feast. And that was, I mean, we don't even know that after 12 years, like you are going to be our guru actually. So that's like something kind of destiny that brings us here 12 years before, and then now actually it's completely put into the path, and then so much thankful to you, Maharaj actually, and we definitely keep your blessing and association for so many years, and that's what I can say, Maharaj, and thank you so much for all what you have done for this community.
Thank you very much.
This also
From both of you. Okay.
Thank you.
All what is for
I was thinking at a moment it's like 12 years or more, and I met him and 12 years before, right? That took a little bit. Mother Sadi has to leave, so I just wanted to hand his mic.
It's so beautiful to hear all the sincerity and the love that the devotees have for you. It's so inspiring. I put that in my heart. And another thing, this morning when I was hearing your class, it was such a pace for hearing and chanting about Krishna's pastimes. And Goswami Prabhupada's books and the books of the Acharyas. And it's contagious because you get so excited speaking about their books and their pastimes that it's very, very wonderful because from that pure hearing and chanting, then all the manifestation of the temple and the devotees came. And I'm very grateful about that.
Sadhu is very, very lovely, very dedicated, and humble. She's been helping for so many years.
Thank you, Sadhu.
Krishna, Goloka. Thank you very much for accepting me as your disciple. As I said last year also, this year also, I was able to see your leaders in our life. I want to specifically thank Srila Prabhupada, because of him we got you the gold mine into our lives. I couldn't imagine without his efforts where our family would have stood in this time. So thank you very much for everything that you have done, Maharaja. And then I want to ask you one rule. Every time I approach you, I ask for a rule. You have been giving that to me. This time I want to ask you the Namaruchi and the most fallen in that aspect, and many other aspects also, but especially this one. As
as you are already showing Vyasa Prema on us, please give us the Namaruchi also, and then I will be getting one more for next year. Thank you very much.
Very nice. Keep it up.
Krishna Maharaj, lecture man who Goloka. I don't know where to start. But yesterday night you reminded me that when you and me we first started knowing each other, and today I realized that I was only 19 years old.
Oh my God.
When
What happened?
I know. And my youngest son, who is here in Circle, is 19 years old. So it's a generation gap, but I still feel that I'm 20. Because you kept me enlightened in Srila Prabhupada's movement. And the devotee who just spoke about from Chicago, that love which you give, and you gave me before when I was married, and then
Hopefully you're getting that love now from your wife. You open yourself up.
you see, Maharaj is that humorous always. That's kept me in the movement, and we really had a good time, and I really enjoyed your association always, and you kept, I can echo that how much you cared for devotees to remain in Srila Prabhupada's movement. And without you today, I don't think I would be in the movement if you would not have served me when in New Orleans. So, but after that, my first child was born, Darshan, and since then, if not many people know, here devotees know, Maharaj till today comes for my older son's birthday every year, and he's 25.
Oh my God.
So for the last 26 years he's been coming since he was born. So I really, really, really thank you for giving my family the shelter and giving a lot of people your love. You have a special uniqueness that attracts everybody to you. I don't know much to say, but thank for blessing my children, my wife, and again, you're the one who recommended her for the initiation and everything when I even didn't know I was going to get married. So when I went there, you had all those things. So everything was done by your blessings and your mercy. So again, thank you very much.
And we have other study stories.
I'll set it up. Let someone else do it.
Oh, okay, let someone else go. You go right after that.
It's very rare to have the personal association of the Guru. Many devotees only had like a moment's association with Prabhupada, and there's many devotees who only maybe see their Guru maybe a few times in their life. But I was so fortunate to have daily association with you, Shalagiri. Sometimes hearing class from you almost every day, sometimes twice a day. And we were a very nice group of girls, raised in America, so not always so neat and subservient.
but you encouraged our bold nature, and you encouraged us to preach Krishna consciousness, and you had Mother Tulsi train us up in book distribution. We were going to the Raleigh-Durham International Airport, where we had a permanent spot, which was so nice. And we would put on our blue blazers and our white dress shirts, and then armed with the books as our weapons. We felt like we were out of the Matrix. And you were so encouraging. Every day you would announce our scores after the morning program, and just encourage us like anything, and would have a marathon, and sometimes you would encourage us to compete against each other, and you would have a prize. One year you gave your own personal, I think it was a beautifully carved Krishna ring, and Rangi Devi won, and she got that ring. I think also one year you said that you wanted to give a prize to the best book distributor, and then everybody was saying, "Say your time, you get it, say your time." But you were waiting for me for my response, and I knew that you wanted me to encourage someone else, and I said Shampaka should get the prize. And so then you gave the prize to Shampaka. And you were always encouraging of the youth to chant and become serious. And I remember you gave initiation to Amrita and Radhe, the twin sisters, when they were 12. You gave initiation to Krishna when she was 13. I took initiation at 17, but Advaita Chandra has us all beat. He took initiation at age 10. Also, I got to travel and assist you in cooking on so many nice trips to Pargram and Mayapur and Vrindavan, and it was just so magical. We would go and visit the Goswami, and we would let the cows lick your head and say that we were visiting the mountains. You're always very approachable and answer every email, and now you like to us to keep in touch, texting you on WhatsApp. And so sometimes I would send like a photo of my beauty dressing, and then you would send me a photo back, and I would show the devotees in Boston. I was like, "Okay, I got a WhatsApp message from my Guru Dave," and they were like, "Oh, you're so lucky. Your Guru is so cool." I was really impressed yesterday in the Bhagavatam class. I was hoping you were going to give class, but you enthusiastically and attentively attended one of the Gurukul graduates' classes, Ratnaradhika, and I was just so impressed that here you are, like GBC and Guru, and you're attentively listening to one of the young girls, well, actually not so young anymore, classes. But not only you, like all of the devotees, like so many Prabhupada disciples and senior devotees who were like twice their age, like everyone was so enthusiastically listening to her class, which was a very wonderful class, by the way. And just how you set this mood of being very encouraging and taking seriously the service of the second and third generation. You also are very tricky, and we really liked your tricky side. You were, just like when we were young, you were so involved. You would ask us what we were learning in school, how our classes were going, and whenever there was a problem, we would be like, Guru, the teacher at the school, he told us that we have to have our snack outside because he wants to have a more opulent snack and not share. So we all had to have our snack outside. And so, but we knew that you would have the answer what to do. So you said, you just make an even more opulent snack than his. So my father was a very good cook. So we got his help, and he was making like triple decker grilled tofu sandwiches, and they were like really huge and opulent. And then another, so it was like several days of opulent snacks. So then another day he brought in a tray of freshly made apple crisp with a whole bowl of fresh whipped cream. And I remember Mother Irma said, "Oh, have you brought a snack for all of the school?" He said, "No, it's just for Mrikarade and Krishna." And so then the teacher could not make them sit outside and have their snack anymore because their snack was even more opulent than his. But we would always like go to you for our different issues. And even now, one time I was upset with a devotee and I like called you when you were in India and you actually like responded and I was like, I told the devotee, I was like, I'm upset with you, I'm going to tell my Gurudev. And you responded, but like actually every like text message I get a response, like even though you have so many thousands of disciples and duties, and I really appreciate that, and thank you for your association, and
Hare Krishna. Very nice. I protected them from their teacher, who is now traveling around the world. I should name names.
Krishna Gurudev. So yeah, echoing Sankirtan's sentiments about all the wonderful encouragement and the sense of humor that you gave us growing up. And I think what I'm most appreciating now, at my current stage in life, is just that really deep-rooted understanding that you've given us and continue to give us of what it means to be a devotee. And your example that you set is just complete immersion in Srila Prabhupada's instructions. Just diving deep into Srila Prabhupada's books, diving deep into the Leelas. And this is like so important, especially now where it's kind of when the society of devotees is expanding and morphing and expressing itself in so many different ways, and it can be difficult sometimes to know how to focus or how to be a devotee. Recently, there was a young woman on Instagram who posted how she was really discouraged because she went to the temple to chant and someone was giving her a hard time about her hair being up or down. And I was able to reach out to her and say that, just encourage her because she felt like she's not part of this common, because that made me a little emotional. She felt like she's not part of this common. But I do have that understanding that his common is taking shelter of Srila Prabhupada and taking shelter of these simple things of rising early, chanting holy name, immersing ourselves in Shastra. And so I just really want to take that and encourage devotees and continue your mood and Srila Prabhupada's mood of inclusivity, and that we're all connected by these deep practices of Krishna consciousness. I also really appreciate how you cooperate with your godbrothers and all the society of devotees, because it can be really difficult, and devotees do have so many different ideas of what it means to be a devotee. But I think because of your firm faith in Srila Prabhupada and your firm practice, you're continue to be able to be part of the association of devotees, and that's something that I aspire to, because my tendency is to pull away or isolate to the clique, where I feel comfortable. But I'm learning from you that the answer is really I have to become strong in my practice, and then I can be in any association, and I can maybe contribute something. And I also just wanted to say that sometimes when I'm reading Srila Prabhupada's books, I feel that I can't meet certain expectations, and you sometimes ask a lot of us or expect a lot of us, but I never feel discouraged by that, because I know that you want us to reach our full potential, and you want Srila Prabhupada's mission to reach its full potential. And so I know that that's always coming from love. And whatever I can do today, I'll do. And I always aspire to also constantly improve.
Haribol! Krishna Puja. Okay, and now Agni. Oh, I called needs to go.
No, to speak.
Needs to speak. All right, let's go about speak.
I try not to take up too much time. I always struggle to find the right words for it, but as you've often ruefully reminded me, my love language is superheroes. So, in the language of superheroes, there's such a thing called an omega. And in Greek, omega is the last letter of the alphabet, meaning the end. So an omega level superhero is one that has the ability to change reality. It has such immense potency and power that he changes the reality around him. And that not only the reality, but all of the individuals around him also change their entire nature. So for my life, you're an omega level hero, is that you changed everything.
Jai Gopal. Gopal is unsung hero who's doing so much service here, flying under the radar, but we're very grateful for him. Okay.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisance. So with the mercies of my spiritual master, he is allowing me to sing this song that is dedicated to Srimati Radharani. So there won't be any repetition for the song. So, but if you want to follow along, it's called Shri Rama Kathakaksha. So if you want to follow along, you can, because there won't be any. Thank you.
3 minutes.
Shri Radha Kripa Kataksha. Shri Radhike Namastute, 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 Shri Radhike Prabha
doing this kirtan just to how good singer he is, but there is a background to that. Last year when I came here for Maharaj Vyasa Puja, I actually went to Maharaj and said, Maharaj, he is not remembering any slokas. He is telling that, Sanskrit is very difficult for me. Then Maharaj kind of, nicely heard that and he said, okay, what interesting. He goes, baseball. Then Maharaj is like, okay, I am not that learning baseball, but still, we started conversing with him and asked him a lot of questions and then asked him some players' names from France. And asked him like, okay, why don't you like Sanskrit? He's like, it's very tongue twisting. I like the English one. Then Maharaj asked talking to him and then said, he kind of immediately giving names. People like really, really hard names. Then Maharaj goes, wherever you put your mind, I think you can do it. It's that you don't want to do it. Then he's like, okay. Then I told him that so nicely Maharaj kind of encouraged him without judging him. That why not, why like we are going after games and all. Maharaj nicely empowered him. And then after that, every year we celebrate Adhastami at our house. So I told him that, can you sing that song of Bibi Maharaj, Swami Maharaj? He goes, no, it's difficult, mommy, I can't do. Then I said, why did your Gurudev say? If you put your mind, you can do it. Just 2 days he practiced. And we could sing that, So it's all your mercy, Maharaj.
Yeah, if you remember baseball, you can certainly remember anything. Sports are so boring anyway.
Just a quick reminder, it looks like we've built the capacity now, so I think there's probably quite a lot of people that might want to say something. Right? Raise your hand. Who wants to say something? So we're going to start and try to go under 2 minutes. There's a challenge, under 2 minutes, okay? Or less.
It's a very short one. Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my respectful obeisances. Just want to thank you very much for your kindness to me, for letting me stay here and also initiating me. And I just want to know that it has helped me a great deal. Thank you very much.
Now you can learn how to do deed worship. Your second initiation, so it's time. God helps those who help themselves. Sure.
Thank you for accepting me as your Central Maharaj. I lost my father very early in my life, Maharaj. So when I got initiation, I thought I got back my father. So I really want you to chastise me and hold my hand and drag me out of this world. I know I'm a very, very difficult student, difficult kid. I know you have a very hard task in your hand, Maharaj. Maharaj, I don't know, I'm just so grateful, Maharaj. I have no words. I'm not such a good orator, I know what to speak. You are so great, Maharaj. I just want you to give me some service, Maharaj. I want to serve back to this institution. Give me some service, Maharaj. That's what my people and more and some Nam Puja. I know so far I'm just doing Nam Aparadha. I just want some taste for chanting the holy name, Maharaj. Kindly bless me with that also, Maharaj. And encourage me to read the Prabhupada's scriptures as well, Maharaj. I'm so fallen, Maharaj. I need help at every step, Maharaj. You have to be literally like a father holds a girl's hand and drags her. You have to do that with me, Maharaj. Thanks a lot, everybody, Maharaj. Thank you, Maharaj. Very
good. Just serve the temple here, the deities, and cooperate with the legal Shakti. What?
She lives in New Jersey.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot. Yeah, that's right. Anyway. What's the closest temple? Philadelphia. Yeah, that's right. So serve Philadelphia temple.
Nice garland for the babies. Organize garland.
Yeah, work with the pujaris there.
Namaste Saraswati Devi, Goloka Prachayani, Nirvishesha Srinivai, Pashipati. So the last few weeks I've been meditating on the Vyasa Puja celebration coming. And the one word that keeps coming to me is gratitude. Having gratitude. And I think how fortunate I am, because I'm here, somehow or another here, in the Dham, and I'm in his house, and this great devotee is in the house next to me. And it's up to me whether I take advantage of that association. So then I was thinking, how do you know somebody? And then I thought, well, the way to really know Srila Gurudev Goswami is to listen to Srila Prabhupada more. So then I went back to the practice of making sure every day I listen to a class of Srila Prabhupada, like you do when you take care of your deities, and also to listen to his bhajans. And I remember when I was young one time, and I had fallen and fractured, you told me you could either lament about this, or you can use this as a time to listen to Prabhupada. So at that time, I listened to all of his classes. So as soon as I started listening a lot to Srila Prabhupada, he was stressing, what is a spiritual master? And he said a spiritual master is one who follows the instructions of his spiritual master, takes them to the heart, doesn't change things, doesn't change the essentials, and is willing to give his mercy to everyone. And then he talked about in different classes tolerance and forgiveness. And so I was just meditating upon your mood of tolerance, your enthusiasm, and then just being here. What's really inspiring is when I see so many of these people that I knew when they were young, and here they are now, and they're coming and being inspired by you, and then seeing the new generation coming. And so just seeing how from a small campfire, this grew into such a tearful, it just looks like a monster fist. It just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger beyond our human understanding. And that's all coming by your devotion and when he was singing about Radharani, then it all kind of came together because Radharani's, we always say when you go to the kitchen and being with Radha, and you always love being in the kitchen, and you taught everybody, like, beyond the rituals and the beauty ritual, cleanliness, austerity, punctuality, timeliness. They always stressed those points. And so I was feeling how important it is, like when people come to me and they want to know about deity worship, it's not for me to teach them all the external things, but I always tell them you have to see that it's going through the spiritual master and what is his mood. So then I feel fortunate that I was here when you trained what was the mood that you wanted for Radha Golokananda, what was the legacy that you wanted, not anywhere else, but that simplicity, that purity of serving with devotion. And I'm serving Radha Golokananda, because now the devotees that are here, everything's all set up. But I really felt the need to express like what you went through when you really didn't see it. The women knows and told you how you came and you were really having to walk through mud and put plastic on your shoes to go in the bank. How you were living with no running water, how there was ice everywhere, and you just kept doing it. And no matter who came and didn't come, you always had a Sunday program. You yourself went and would cook, and you feed everyone prasadam, and you go up and you give the class. And so that example is so beautiful because Prabhupada would say, one man should just go, he should do everything. So you taught that me, like, yes, I can be on the altar, but I can also fix the deity's stairs. And you always said, don't leave a mode of ignorance. Like if you see something is wrong, don't think it's someone else's problem, but to do yourself. So I don't want to take more time, but I just really wanted to say how much gratitude I have and what a wonderful example you've been for me. And somehow or other you don't kick me away. You don't kick me away. Your kindness. I just draw between my teeth because Krishna always makes me remember, like, where did you find me, you know? Where was I when you first came to Miami? And when I went through the difficult times of childhood and Krishna consciousness, you were always there. You know, and your voice was always uplifting and guiding me in the right way. So I'm eternally grateful to you, and please forgive me for any offenses, and I pray to be of some use. Thank you.
Haribol. Krishna Guru is one of the original deity worshippers, and she lived right next to the deities 24/7. That's how dedicated she was. In a little room we use as an AV room right now. She lived there.
Hi, sorry. When you found me originally in New Orleans, I didn't really know what the purpose of life was, or love. And before I was very definitely fallen and ignorant and still am. But now, by your mercy and example, I feel inspired by Prabhupada and dedicated to serve as a servant. And part of what inspires me is I feel you're a great example of compassion in this world and empathy. And by your mercy, I hope I can chant nicely and serve the devotees the rest of my life. And I thank you very much for this opportunity to find a home here, because before I didn't feel as open to love, but now I feel a lot more capable and inspired by your mercy. So thank you very much.
Haribol. Right. So.
Totally Gopinath's on his lunch break.
Oh, okay.
Lunch break, so.
He's working. He has to support the temple president here, and he wants her to do her service. So he said, behind every great lady, there's a man.
First and foremost, I'd like to wish you a happy 75th Vyasa Puja. Quite a big milestone. I pray that Krishna blesses you with health, strength, and stamina to serve Prabhupada as you see fit and desire. I want to thank you for being such a big part of my life and being such an example of everything that good devotees should be. Unfortunately, I'm the complete opposite. But also thank you for allowing me and my entire family to serve here at Goloka, serving Sri Radha Golokananda. I never would have imagined that I could have been so fortunate, but again, thank you for everything you do for me. There you go.
Yeah. Thank you, Gopinath. It's really good devotee, dedicated. Haribol. close. You gotta get back to work.
Hare Krishna Shri. So wonderful to hear all of the religious offerings that I keep wanting to work and I say. But I was thinking, I also was just barely over 19 when I met you. And I was here at the GD's grand 10th anniversary inauguration of the monastery. And a lot has changed since then and so much passion. But what I was thinking is that this year, Krishna has really been bringing it home to me to see how those who are in a generation before me are aging. And all of a sudden it's like I'm going to be the adult in the room. And that's really scary because I don't offer qualify. I'm just used to like being like the young one everyone would take care of. I just chance and, go along and do a little sense of gratification, come back, but now I'm thinking what will happen with the Prabhupada's movement. Now I'm Mataji. And I have to become qualified somehow. And I just recently had the opportunity to visit the temple in Honolulu. And there's a lovely devotee there, Swami V.A. Ashram. Such a nice devotee, and I wrote to him and appreciated my time there. He wrote back a lot of glorification of me, and I was so confused because I thought I was really in Maya. And so I was so confused, but then I just realized when I was here that, he's actually seeing you through me, because even if I don't do the right thing, I know what the right thing is, because I've heard from you so many times. Like all of the classes, I feel like I have a very strong foundation of what would Prabhupada want, what is Prabhupada's mood, what is your mood. So now I have to just make my actions align with what I know, which is a process. And so please help me in that so that I can actually become a student to you.
Haribo. I think we should ask for Ditch because the Ditch is going to have to leave pretty soon.
Maybe in 10 minutes I'm just waiting for free.
Okay. In a second, I want to take a Gayatri break. Yeah, maybe after this offering. Okay.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Gurudev. Please accept my humble obeisances to your lotus feet. All those who will Prabhupada. Happy 75th platinum. It's a golden happy birthday Gurudev. And since we have time cap, I'll go quickly Gurudev. In 3 minutes, I'll try. So Gurudev, first of all, we are so thankful to you to accept us as your disciple. We thought we are fallen and we are not eligible there. So we really thank from the bottom of our heart. And some glimpse in my mind which I would like to share with you. Like on the last Janmashtami when I expressed my desire, we would like to have the DD installation at our home. And you accepted that invite, but you also mentioned one line to me, which you said, you need to get clean first. And I was looking at my kurta, or I don't know what is wrong, that I need to get clean, which was later decoded by Lieutenant Rogoni Lashmi Mataji that you were getting initiated. So first of all, thank you for that. And thank you for giving the service of working on the Jagannath Rath. I'm trying my best, what I can. There are hurdles, but with your blessings, I'm sure we will be there. And Gurudev, on the initiation, you mentioned 4 regulative principles. One of them is doing a 16-round chanting. And just thinking, in 2018, I lost my father. And when I lost my father, he used to greet me with bringing a cake, feeding me with that cake. And since then, I was always missing that. This year, in the month of June, I expressed my desire to you. He came to my home, cut the cake, feed me the cake today. And I felt that Krishna is there, Gurudev is there, he is listening, and there you are, you are a spiritual father. Thank you, Gurudev. Whenever your father gets sick, right, you feel bad, right? You feel hurt. So whenever I hear about Gurudev had COVID, right? So you want to do something, but what you can, you don't know. And you give us always a mantra of chanting. So today on 75th, I want to take another pledge that we do 16 rounds of chanting, but on every Vyasa Puja on 75th today, before evening, and every Vyasa Puja, every year. I want to do 16 more, 30 for your help.
Namo Krishna Pada Krishna Krishna Buddha Shri
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vishnu Padaya Shrimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Nami Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurvani Pacharani Nirvishesha Shunyavati Pashita Deshitari. Hare Krishna Gurudev, Jesus and Mahaprabhu, sisters at Lotus feet, Dandavat pranams to all the Sangha Vaishnavas, and my pranams to the most merciful deities, Shri Radha Goloka. I would like to start just by accepting this, that how fallen I am. I do not deserve to be here among the old Vaishnavas and where you have brought us today. All the time, through these so many years, we were just busy into living our own world, finding means to live our own existence, living in lust, anger, pride, and whatnot. But here you are, Gurudev, and you accepted us as your disciple. This is the most, I should say, the worthy that we are not of, that you have given us as a blessing. I lost my father when I was just 3 years old, and I never complained, Krishna, but I always have desire, like, when I see people celebrating their birthdays, celebrating their special days, their winnings, their losses, with their father. My mom worked day and night just to give us love of both father and mother. But I always have that desire that why I never get to see my father, as soon as I get into my own senses. But here is Radha Goloka who listened to my, my this desire, and he gave me a father in your form. And you are so compassionate, so kind. I still recollect, like, when I did my first Guru Vandana for you, I, out of anxiety and out of anxiousness, I just missed one line. And it didn't make you mad or angry at me, and you just might said, you missed one line, but that's okay. Continue, carry on. Thank you, Gurudev, for forgiving us these mistakes which should have not been forgiven. And there are a lot of other things that I would like to highlight here, like Gurudev, you gave us by installing the Shri Merciful One at our home, Lord Jagannatha deities, and just 2 weeks back about my Brahmanika initiation. I can't be thankful enough. I should say words fall short when I say that I get a chance, to reconnect to Krishna, spending time on my Gayatri 3 times a day. And I also would like to thank you, whenever I used to come for the darshan of Radha Goloka, I always have a desire, how can I serve them, and when will I get that qualified to fulfill that desire. And today you have, you fulfill that desire for us. The day of our initiation, you make us, enter your ashram, you make us sit next close to you, and how nicely and, like a father, you explain all the rules, regulations. So we're really thankful for everything that you have done for us, Gurudev. And we really desire to serve you to our best abilities. And please forgive us for any mistakes that we have done. Please bless us that maybe, to our chanting with more taste. Maybe read Srila Prabhupada's books every day. And maybe be in line with our Acharyas and Gurujana. Thank you, Gurudev. Hare Krishna.
Haribol.
So before they leave, Aditya and Ratna are going to just say something, and then we'll chant Gayatri. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay. I have to go into Sri's books. Fulfill Srila Prabhupada's desire. Without a dictionary, I don't know how things would go on. Great organizer, great preacher. It's Radha, and it's. I mean, how would Janmashtami happen? I don't know.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishna Bhutale, Krishna Goswami, Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishna Bhutale, Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami. Hare Krishna Maharaj, happy 75th Vyasa Puja. To just reflect on last weekend, we had a traveling preacher, Braj Bihari Prabhu was here. And I'm just giving this example, but this is the same with all the traveling preachers. And he came to our community, he just saw the devotees, and he said, this is one of the best communities. I've traveled all over US, all over Australia, Europe, but this is one of the best communities I've seen. And he said, like, anytime, just text me, I would love to come back to this community and be with the devotees here. The mood in the community, everyone is so sincere, and there is no like politics and toxic atmosphere, and everyone is so
inclined to Krishna consciousness and really from the heart. And when you were saying this, I was thinking all the credit goes to, I mentioned to Prabhu also, all the credit is actually due to Maharaj. Maharaj is here, he is actually the foundation of this community, and he set the entire mood in the entire community that this community is loved by everyone. So all glories to you, Maharaj, for this one. We are so fortunate to be a part of this glorious community. It's just like our greatest fortune that somehow we have come to this community where you are our spiritual leader. So thank you so much, Maharaj, for that. And also, I want to thank you for the opportunity to serve here at Goloka Dham. And I beg to you to please empower me that I can continue and grow in the services. And please forgive me for any mistake, because I jump around. So please forgive me for all my mistakes, and please empower me so I can please you with all the services. Thank you so much.
Good. Wonderful. And the secret with the community is that everybody is serving Srila Prabhupada. We're all the same family. In one sense, it really doesn't matter who our initiating guru is. We're all working for Prabhupada. I mean, I don't see the difference between my disciples and other people's disciples. I mean, we can't do it Prabhupada. We're brothers and sisters, and aunts and uncles, or whatever. Okay.
I just want to say thank you so much. Actually, I feel that you have been the foundation for all the spiritual strength that I've had is coming from you. Because since childhood, you are the one I would listen to every day, and your classes have set the foundation for my spiritual life. And like Sankirtan was saying, it's incredible. Like the first time that I was going to speak, and then I saw you were there, I was like shocked. How come you're going to be sitting there while I'm speaking? It just didn't seem right. But what I'm doing now is when you're there and I'm speaking, I just think that you're just giving me blessings, and you're just helping me by giving me this chance to purify myself and to learn. So I just feel that you're just pouring your blessings on me while I'm speaking. So I'm just so grateful to you for giving us this chance to grow in our spiritual lives, not only teaching us, but also watching us grow and seeing our mistakes and guiding us. So thank you so much. And also I just want to say thank you for being such a shiksha guru for us as our Guru Maharaj left. But I feel that you've been such support for us, and so loving, kind to us, and encouraging us. So and I never felt that that loss, because your support has always been there. And I just have fond memories of seeing you and our Guru Maharaj here in this temple, having such sweet exchanges together, running around Tulsi Devi together, trying to touch each other's feet, trying to get each other's remnants, and best friends. And just seeing that and growing up is such an impact for us, to see that loving relationship between God brothers. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
But can we just offer our Bhadra Purnima Bhagavatam score to you?
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. So, just want to mention that every year we have this Bhadra campaign where we take a goal to distribution of Bhagavatams, and it's normally just before Janmashtami. And every year when we do it, it's almost like how do we ever meet our goal? Like this is Janmashtami also, we are like, we have to really focus, do Bhagavatams for the pleasure of Maharaj, for the pleasure of Prabhupada. And Janmashtami is good, we did maybe like 15 sets on Janmashtami, 15 Bhagavatam sets. But our goal was 150 sets. So it was like, how are we going to reach? And we had 3 weeks to Bhadra Purnima, 3 weeks, and we had over 125 sets to meet our goal. So it was almost every time we have this campaign, we just pray to Maharaj, pray to Prabhupada, pray to Gaurita, Radha Guru, please do a miracle. How will we actually accomplish our goal?
And it's so nice, everyone in this community, I would say this year, unlike any other year, we had participation from so many families. Every family came, they contributed, they took a set, reached out to the friends, and the whole community came together for this participation. So for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada, for the pleasure of His Honor Krishna Goswami Maharaj. So our goal was 150 sets, and as I said, it was very, very difficult. We were praying, and for the pleasure of Maharaj, we would like to offer our Bhadra campaign score. We did 188 Srimad Bhagavatam. Maharaj, everything is just by your inspiration. We always turn to you, and Maharaj, please continue to bless us, that we continue the distribution, and please use it as favor.
I mean, Prabhupada is showering his blessings upon you for this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Do we take 5 minutes?
We're going to chant Gayatri. For those who chant Gayatri, take the Gayatri break. And also, we just put some tangerines and some almond flour cookies if any of the children or anybody needs something to like sugar. Please take something.
5 minutes.
Hare Krishna, 5 minutes.
That's it.
Then after that, we're going to do the rapid fire round of offerings. Get ready.
Yeah, maybe a little water. Let it go. Okay, we better get going.
Okay, so now we're going to do what's known as the lightning round. So everything must be very short and very sweet. And we're going to try to get as many people as would like to speak before
Yeah.
What's your time?
What's that?
What's your time? When do you want to eat?
Well, eating's not the problem.
Well,
Yeah, it's just whatever. I mean, it's going a long time. We're already 2.5 hours. Okay. The offerings continue.
श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी कृष्ण गोस्वामी नमामि नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेषा पूर्णवाणी पाश्चात्य हितकारिणी वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Maharaj, I have lot of faith in you. Basically, the compassion you showered on us to practice Krishna Bhakti is enormous. And I used to come for the morning prayers, right from 2001 or so I did that. And I really got inspiration from that bhakti and also your offerings you do for the Radha Goloka Nanda. Each morning the effort you take and you show compassion and everything on us to show the same bhakti towards Krishna. Thank you so much, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. You go.
She said happy birthday. She gave, there's 3 words that came to my mind. One was just how you've been a father to me all these years. And
Speaking of
how
mine.
you just really set that example of what a father can be in terms of your discipline, in terms of your self-discipline, in terms of your kindness, in terms of your guidance. Just all my life, and just all the practical things you've done. And which leads me to the second thing is just personal, just how personal you have been, and just a part of my life, and now the lives of my children. That throughout this world, there's just so much impersonalism just outside of these walls. So many people who make so many outrageous claims, and how you just taught this knowledge from the Bhagavatam that just cuts through all of that, that I have everything that I need, and that you've taught me that Srila Prabhupada is giving us everything. And so I don't have to worry about anything when I go out. It's just like there's no other philosophy or anything that I need to listen to. It's just like, here are the classes, Srila Prabhupada's books, associates with the devotees, and like-minded and sincere devotees, and that's enough. But you taught me that. You gave me that example. You gave me that example of your self-discipline and being expert at what you do. And then the last thing is just this magnanimous, just empathy and love that you have for devotees, and that makes the person part so real because you have been a real part of my life. And it's always backed by your action. It's not a matter of just words. Like you have always been there, and I think, like you echo what Singer-san said about that. You're just so reliable, just so dependable, just so expert, just in a word, everything. So I just thank you. son is a devotee, and the son has Tila. And what else about the picture? And then she drew the planets. And so we were like, our love is here for you. And so that, I'm a piney, and you're your eyes, and he's, it has any jewels on it.
Very nice. Hello.
I guess instead of the disciple feels tongue-tied because I feel spiritual master. I wanted to thank you for creating this beautiful and sweet spiritual gathering here in the Goloka. It's everything I've ever dreamed about as a child, wanting a big family like this. And it's just, it's brought such meaning and fulfillment to my life that it's just brought so much peace. And it's helped me move forward in my spiritual life more than ever before. And I just want to show my appreciation for you and let you know there's no words that are enough to express my gratitude. Thank you so much.
Happy birthday.
Krishna Maharaj, happy Vyasa Puja. As I wrote in the card, that Lord Krishna give you at least 50 more generations of Vyasa Puja. Thank you for being who you are. Constantly thinking about your personality makes somebody happy and peaceful. And sometimes people say, oh, Maharaj goes out of his way, like he visits us you so much. And I said, of course, because we kind of feel like our outsiders, and Maharaj makes sure, our Krishna consciousness is good, and we are like progressing fast. Since the first day that I came here, I just felt your support and love, and I felt immediate attraction to your Krishna Katha, how you give the classes, and also when you come to our home, whenever I ask you some question, philosophical, you answer in that way that like immediately becomes clear to me, and I remember it forever. Whenever you visit, you are transforming our small home into a holy dance. And thank you so much for creating this most wonderful community, which is actually family. My family is at the other part of the world in Europe, I mean biological family, but actually my real family is this, you and the devotees, and everybody is so sweet and kind and caring and loving, and this only comes from you. So thank you for being who you are. Let Krishna give you very long life, excellent health. I pray for that every single day. Please bless us to continue with our spiritual life, to become better devotees. Please forgive us any offenses if we've ever done to your lotus feet. And thank you so much for your love and support and your wonderful care for us. Haribo.
Haribo.
Maharaj, thank you so much. Everybody has said the same, so we can just go to on this, for this wonderful community and the presence of this wonderful community. It is, you are an inspiration every morning for us or motivation for us to get up and come from Mangalati, because it's like, if Maharaj can do it, why can't we at least make it? My goal eventually is to maybe make it to the temple room before you do, but you are punctual and you're there, and in spite of coming only like 2 minutes, and I'm always late, but I try to get there. But thank you for that, and thank you for listening. Also, Maharaj, thank you for engaging us in Srila Prabhupada's service and your
blessings, Shraddha's blessing, and Shishirada Goloka, and then they will get a new home sometime soon. So please continue to engage us in your service and Prabhupada's service. And Maharaj, this is something I wanted to really express. I don't think I did get that. It was very touching for us. It was very touching for us to receive a call from you in India and Guru. It meant a lot that you and thank you.
There you go.
Just want to say thank you so much for allowing me to be a disciple and for engaging in this service. I'm trying to be a good disciple. I'm praying that I can become a good disciple. And I'm just praying that one day I can love and serve you the way that I love and serve Srila Prabhupada. Yeah, that's basically all I have to say. Thank you so much.
Haribol! Short and sweet. Good.
I want to say thank you for these past 4 years of protection, both physically and through your words. I know that whatever you say, I can fully believe and trust, and I really appreciate that. I know that I'm not a great disciple, and I would really I pray to you and I pray to Prabhupada and God to remember that my service purifies me in a way that I can be a good disciple to you, and that my life can be an offering of service to you. Thank you.
Haribol! Very nice.
Hare Krishna, Shri Guru. Wish you very happy 75th appearance day. And I would like to say, on behalf of you, happy appearance day to you is a celebration to all of us, because this is probably the best thing that has happened in almost all of our lives. When I started writing an offering for you, I thought, I was just pouring my heart out, and, I had so many wonderful things to say. And it's so beautiful to see that this love is shared, it's collected, it's just growing, multiplying. Everybody has got this outpouring of love, and it's not just contained in my heart anymore, it's everybody's love. And it's so beautiful to share, it's so beautiful, this experience that, I get to see my Guru Maharaj being so loved by everyone. And this is probably and only because you are a practical living example of what Krishna consciousness truly is, what Prabhupada's teachings are. It's a condensed version. I think we can just look at you, what you do, what you say, what you speak, and just learn from that. I don't think any book needs to be opened. And you have taught me by your personal example so many wonderful things. I think, to my embarrassment, I will accept that I had a tough time connecting with Srimati Radharani. And I wrote you an email, and instead of chiding me, instead of making me feel guilty or bad in some way, you guided me, you helped me understand how to connect with her. And since then my life has changed. The way I see Srimati Radharani has completely changed. The way I approach chanting has completely changed. And you have given me guidance how to be a better mother. I've written more than one email trying to justify my anger towards my kids. And you have consistently, patiently, compassionately guided me. And just by your example of how you guided me, I was able to understand how I need to guide my children. And that itself was more than any book or any course or anything could have ever taught me, from an internal sense of realization. And I'm very grateful to you for that. Thank you so much, Gurudev, for appearing in our lives. Thank you so much.
Haribol!
Dharma prayer leads to read what she wrote.
But I'm not very fun.
Keep it short, though.
Dear today, my spiritual father, please accept my humble obeisance, all glory to your Papa. All glory to you, all glory to your Papa. I am so very fortunate to have the opportunity to be here on your most auspicious celebration of your birthday. Your continued guidance, love, and shelter keeps me always encouraged and inspired to be more and more focused on my service to you and our Lord. Please forgive me for any offenses I might have made unknowingly in my thoughts or actions to you or anyone else. Although I have my own physical issues, I am fixed and happy in my service, both in the kitchen and online. Thank you for your willingness accepting me as I am, regardless of my circumstances. I appreciate and admire your tolerance, love, understanding, your guidance, your steadiness, and your never-ending focus on the goal in spiritual life, as well as not only your own physical health, but also the health, both physical, emotional, and mental health of others as well. In my own journey, I have learned how important it is for all these to work together and the necessity to keep in a positive mindset to stay steady and move forward. That being said, I am truly blessed to have you, such a caring father that has took responsibility of taking me under your shelter, that shows by your example true dedication and devotion to devotional service. My prayers, the Lord will keep you safe in your journey, wherever they may take you, shower you with good health, and to be always in his loving service. Thanks for all your love and care and providing me shelter, my dear Father, and surrounding me with loving brothers and sisters who care about me and I about them. That being said, happy Appearance Day. Love your eternal daughter and servant, Donna
Very nice.
Reminder, short and sweet and also nothing written. That was an exception.
Haribol.
Happy afternoon. I have learned from the scriptures that Guru is the transparent medium of Lord Krishna. But now I'm really practically seeing that in my day-to-day life. Thank you so much for bringing this holy Dham, Krishna West, DKG Academy, so many to us. And just like Krishna reciprocates personally to each and every disciple, you are also personally reciprocating to us. And thanks so much for being so compassionate. And I pray to the Lord Sri Radha and beg him from the bottom of my heart to keep you very happy and prosperous with healthy life so that you can enlighten so many other talents like me. Let me learn a small drop of your moon service so that I can live at a lotus your service and from God's mission.
Haribol.
Seems like there's many in the back. Seems there's been directed in the back. Some hands are. Okay.
Hare Krishna Guru. Please accept my humble obeisances. All the Guru, thank you so much for building this wonderful environment for all of us. We are getting so much benefit. We went through so many austerities like Srila Prabhupada and all the disciples of Srila Prabhupada. Went through so many struggles. I read Srila Prabhupada Leelamrita, like how devotees of Srila Prabhupada went through so many struggles. And so now we are enjoying the fruits of the austerity, all the struggles Srila Prabhupada and the disciples of Srila Prabhupada went through, and we are getting so much benefit. I have seen especially my family, like we were how our life transformed and how much we are involving our children in Krishna consciousness. Now they are correcting us in many ways. So thank you so much for all the things that you have given to us. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for accepting us. We are least qualified to be your disciples. Thank you so much for all the compassion that you have shown to us. Thank you so much. Please bless us so that we can continue in expanding spiritual movement. Thank you so much.
Haridwar.
Hare Krishna Gurudev, happy birthday. I'm so glad to be present at this very amazing milestone of 75 years of your Vyasa Puja. So I'm very grateful to our dearmost Srila Prabhupada that he's a Mahabhagavat and he has created many Mahabhagavats like you, and you are distributing this knowledge of Srimad Bhagavatam to everybody, and which is a saving for this in this Kali Yuga. So as Sri Antam Das Thakur said that if you don't worship Radha Krishna, we are knowingly drinking poison. So you have mercifully invited Radha Krishna to this area, this part of this world, and engaging every one of us so mercifully and giving us a nectar to live eternally and reject the poison of not worshipping Radha Krishna. So I'm very grateful to you, Gurudev, that for the past 40 years, what you have started is still continuing, and I pray that this continues for the next 10,000 years, and many can take advantage of this, of worshipping Radha Krishna and drink eternal nectar of their praying. Thank you so much, Gurudev, and I really wish that I want to celebrate 100th milestone with you in person here. To God in ideas.
There you go. 100.
Happy 75th birthday. Just on behalf of our family, myself, and Zaki and Madhuri, we will wish you all the best in the future as until this more years to come. And we're very happy to be part of this congregation, and I missed the congregation for a short time, but I'll be back. We'll be back.
You're moving back?
We will be back soon, hopefully.
You have a job in the area now?
Not in this area, still there.
So, anyway. Yeah, hopefully we move back soon.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Goswami Goswami Krishna Goswami Tinanya. Nama Hamsa Nikasaya Prabhupada Viyates Sudhida Supreme Satyam Satyavakya Navine. Hare Krishna and Goloka Media. First of all, I would like to say Happy Vyasa Puja Shri Gurudev. Please accept my humble obeisances unto your lotus feet. I found you to be very flexible, very approachable, and very health conscious. I guess you are the most health conscious Guru Maharaj that we all have ever met. And thank you for the health tips that you gave me. Tips on a healthy diet plan, and that helped me lose 32 pounds, and now I feel much better. And I'm going to share that to all my god brothers and god sisters, so that they can come onto their ideal weight and maintain a healthy Krishna conscious diet and stay healthy and Krishna conscious. I'm not going to name anyone, otherwise I'll get it afterward. Lastly, I would like to wish you a very long, healthy and happy Krishna conscious life. And my income was 150, so 75 is just half of that. It's just the start of the privilege. You have a very, very long way to go. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishna Goswami ki naam hai. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Goswami Krishna Bhakti Vedanta Swami ki naam hai. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prasad Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasad Hare Krishna Maharaj, we are the Paramkar obeisances since we are speak on the Goloka. First of all, Maharaj, wish you a very, very happy 75th Vyasa Puja. And one of the things I wanted to appreciate is the community that we have together, that we have practically created opportunities for all aspects of devotional service. Anybody who is willing to serve in whatever capacity is welcome to come and serve and serve all the devotees in the Vaishnava here. That's a wonderful environment that we don't get to see in all the communities. So this actually is one of those communities that I've seen that actually has that. And I can see that all the devotees here, we have such an outpouring of love and affection to you again. This also speaks to the love and affection and compassion that you actually have shown for all of us. So this is, like reciprocation of what's going on. One thing I was thinking about spontaneously as I'm talking right now, it's been a while, Maharaj, that we have heard some of your bhajans, I think, from Ramayana, like Hanuman and some other ones. So I hope and pray one of these days we get to hear some of these bhajans. So on this day, Maharaj, this is my humble prayer that please bless us, guide us, and keep us always under your shelter. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Very nice.
Hare Krishna, everyone, please accept my respectful obeisances. I wanted to, just a couple of things. I wanted to expand on what Amal Mariam was talking about in the context of your tolerance of the children and acceptance of them, and expand that to everyone, because your tolerance is for everyone. It's just, your acceptance and your willingness to accept our faults no matter what, and then try to find, what's inside of us and get us to express that, connect with Krishna, is one of the things that's most endearing to you. The other thing that I've really been thinking about, especially in the context of today's atmosphere globally, is how equal poised and balanced you are. And what comes to mind is liberal versus conservative, conservative versus liberal, and how balanced you are in both aspects of applying time, place, and circumstance, according to what's best for the individual, what's best for the movement, what's best for relationships. And so then, as I was thinking about this, the thing that came to mind is I see you crawling in, or climbing in to everybody's devotional tree, and as they're picking at these fruits of material existence instead of looking at Krishna, you're up in the tree going, Krishna's over here, Krishna's over here, and redirecting everybody, using your humor, whatever means you can to connect that soul's life purpose back to Krishna. And I just, somehow I get to see you up there. Of course, my sense of humor works in cartoons, so I won't go into that too much. But, just thinking about, you utilize whatever means you can. And just to kind of give another example, because you were getting and then I'll tie it up, you were giving a lecture recently, and one of the things that came up was Ambarish Maharaj fasting for 40 days, coming to the point where he needed to break that fast, not wanting to anger Vyasa Muni, because nobody wants to anger Vyasa Muni, but
And so he was given the instruction to break with water because that didn't break the fast, but it also broke the fast. And to me, that exemplifies who you are as a person devotionally in your application of liberal, conservative, whatever's right for every individual. That's an application that's it's just an example of how balanced and equal poised you are as a person. So I'm just truly grateful to have your guidance because it's, as far as I'm concerned, it's the safest place to be. So thank you.
Let's go.
I feel really pleased to accept my obeisances. When I came here, I was very young. It's hard to believe that was 70 years ago.
70 years ago?
You were only 5 years old at that time. No, seriously, no, you used to joke me a lot for being old, so that was a little bit of a joke. So, you, like Raghunath was saying, that you're one of the only sannyastic leaders, gurus, who watches their health very closely. So thank you for keeping a good diet and putting out videos like "Stop Killing the Devotees." And thank you for teaching empathic communication. And thank you for your instructions that have allowed me in this past year to, after 30 years, to get up a little bit earlier, slightly earlier. And so thank you very much, all those.
Johnny Guru is great devotee. Fortunate to have years. Last of the brahmacharyas. Endangered species.
Please accept my obeisances. When Vyasa Puja comes, my mind goes back to when I actually mentioned you were so kind. Lately, I've been actually meditating on how you are. You've been always like this, but I've been observing it more now that you're always so present and attentive to detail when you do all your service. And like in the morning program, you can see that's coming from the heart, and you're just not doing things because you have to. And that actually translates also your personal relationship with all the devotees around your disciples. I'm very thankful that you're seeing that in interaction with other devotees, but I'm very thankful personally. You're very kind and merciful and patient with me. You have said yes, and thank you for that.
Hare Krishna Sri. I don't know how to say it, but happy Vyasa Puja, and really appreciated that got to come to Guru Puja and grow up here, because that's been a much better environment than pretty much anywhere else you can find. So really thankful that I got to be here instead of somewhere else. I'm really grateful to the Deer Association over the years. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. We recently moved from Texas just 2 months ago. In a short time we personally felt your blessings and mercy to you and the community of devotees you live here. Thank you very much for that. And in few words, like you are very, very personal, practical, and very caring. Personally caring. Thank you very much.
Haribol.
Based on humble distances, Namo Vishwadaya, Krishna Recited Relation of Krishna Vyasa Swami Namne, Namo Vishwadaya, Krishna Recited Relation of Bhaktivedanta Swami Namne. I'll try to keep this short because this is the part of Vyasa Puja where people get antsy for prashadam, so I don't want to go too long. But I really appreciate you and I'm grateful to have you as the guru. There's many things I admire about you. I like how you keep the focus on the important things. Which I feel is important because in our movement, devotees get distracted with all sorts of things that take away from what Prabhupada gave us. You keep the focus on sadhana, spreading Krishna consciousness, and the things that actually matter, so I really appreciate that. I also appreciate how practical you are and how you can enable us to apply Krishna consciousness on our own situation in a way that's just practical and based on the context of our lives. I also appreciated your distinction between details and principles when I joined and how you really emphasize that. And I also admire your strong example. It's not often that many sannyasis actually get up early for the morning program and set an example of strong sadhana. And now especially we have a culture of programs that like start at 11 p.m. at night, so I like how you're very focused on getting up early like Srila Prabhupada wanted us to do. And I also appreciate that you've created spaces where we can practice Krishna consciousness without dressing like Bengali villagers, so I always appreciate that.
Very nice. And I think Maman's still here. He's following the directions of not dressing like Bengali villagers. He's the quickest change artist I've ever seen.
So grateful to be here and to see you in person. I feel like it's been such a long time. Please forgive me for not being closer. I was just thinking back on the past when I first met you and just how kind and considerate and how warming you were to help me in my Krishna consciousness. I remember I was in Denver and I was planning to come and visit you for your Vyasa Puja. I believe it was 2017. And I wanted to surprise you. And you had messaged me the day before saying, are you able to come? And I was like, oh no, I can't surprise him. I have to tell him the truth that I didn't come. But I just remember all those really sweet memories and how the way you helped me guide me into my bhakti. And it was because of you, even though I feel like sometimes I strayed away from your presence and away from bhakti sometimes in my mind. But just thinking about all these memories always bring me back. So thank you so much, Gurudev. Please forgive me. Hare Krishna.
Haribol.
Hare Krishna, Jagat Pranam. All goes to Srila Prabhupada, all goes to you. Very blissful, terrific Parents' Day. I always admire your sense of humor and compassion and kindness. So Vaishnavas are always very merciful, but they are more merciful on their Parents' Day or their suffering. So I seek for your mercy so that I can progress in my spiritual life. This community's mood reflects, resonates with your qualities and your compassion
really good health. So that is really inspiring for me. And I'd just like to share when I was reading this one today, it really touched my heart. And when my Guru Maharaj Bhakti Goswami left, and I was very devastated, and you could understand the gravity of it, how what I'm going through. So when I shared this news with you, you really hugged me and gave me your shoulder to cry upon. That was really touching and so kind of you. So on your appearance, I seek for your mercy. So
Haribol. Haribol.
Thank you for accepting us as disciples 5 years ago, just before the fall of the universe, and having this calmness, second home, and having you walking on this calm premises is just a huge blessing for our life. And thank you for really hoping to go close sooner and in your service in Canada and the
Haribol. No. What?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, ladies and my humble obeisances, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada has given us everything we have, but you have given me your Goloka Dham. This is all I know. Father Golokananda has been my only home this lifetime. And your mercy that flows through every devotee here makes up my teachers, my mentors, all my Shiksha Gurus, and ultimately it comes from you, Maharaj. So thank you for showing your example how to be a devotee. I know everyone has said this, but GBC taking his time to this long, serving the Prabhupada so tirelessly. All the things that happen behind the scenes we have no idea about. But you are so blissful in your service, so humorous, not taking anything material seriously, because why would you if you have Radha Golokananda in your heart? So thank you so much, Maharaj. Please bless us, me and the rest of the generation, that we can serve Srila Prabhupada, but at the same year, we make you very happy. Hare Krishna.
Haribol.
You are all of us, dear Maharaj. Thank you so much since we moved in here. You are you're always reachable, compassionate, and the humor, light-heartedness, and the personal guidance, always, Maharaj, and your emphasis on sattva. That has been my mindset since I came to this congregation. Your emphasis on sattva, and later on, self-empathy. These two things, they have helped me so much in my spiritual life, and also with my services, Maharaj. You are I'm very grateful that you are letting me do the services here, and your guidance, the personal guidance, is so valuable. I was thinking, Maharaj, when I get the guidance from you every now and then, I think of all the devotees who constantly get the guidance from you. Very, very helpful, Maharaj. Setting such an example, very equipoise and kind. So your example speaks so much for all of us, Maharaj. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
thank you for giving me the community I have. In this community, there are so many people not only I look up to, but I was talking to a few of the younger youth in the reading hall where we were reading Nectar Devotion, and we were talking about who inspires us. And I was not noticing that many of the names you were mentioning were, one was yourself, and then many of your disciples. And so noticing the community around me coming from various backgrounds, yet all of us come together with such a common purpose to love Krishna. And it takes such a strong leader who's empathic, encouraging, to get so many people from such different backgrounds together in one place. So thank you for being that leader, inspiration for not only me, but also the younger. Okay? And also I was remembering last week when I went to Hare Krishna, he was saying that remembering isn't just a coincidence. And when I see myself, though I've grown up in Krishna consciousness, I was lucky to have that opportunity. Every devotee has their own coming to Krishna consciousness story, and I build my own when I remember Krishna in my difficult times in day-to-day life. I know it's not just me remembering, I know it's Krishna and Gurudev tapping me on the shoulder and helping me create my story to come into Krishna consciousness. So thank you for helping me write that story, and I hope that I can be a good representation as a disciple for you in the future and bring many others close to Krishna. And please let me serve you. Hare Krishna.
Haribo.
Hare Krishna Gurudev. Please accept my respectful obedience. So it's often that I see you on the way to temple. You're always gracefully walking with always chanting, and you guys always on a mission. And I'm sure that mission is to serve you at those times. So hopefully I can make my humble attempt to walk with purpose, to each step with purpose, and offer each one of my steps and activities to do, to Guru Prabhupada, and to Srila Guru Prabhupada. So you all are pleased with my activities. And personally, I see you interact with all the devotees in the congregation, beyond the congregation, with so much gracefulness and empathy. And I come to believe that's because you've mastered interacting with the little Krishna in all of us and nourishing that Krishna in all of us. So I wish to report back to you next year, making my best humble attempt at interacting with and nourishing the little Krishna in all of us, so that my Krishna is pleased with you and you're pleased with me, Gurudev. And thank you so much for always supporting me in my weekly attempts at service and stabilizing me as I wobble in my bhakti path. And happy 75th Vyasa Puja, Gurudev. And I pray for my little Krishna for your a long, healthy life, so that you can continue to stabilize me, my family, and our loving God's family. I'm so grateful. We started all this morning.
There you go.
A few more?
Yeah, make it quick.
Hare Krishna Gurudev, Dandavat Pranam. We accept our humble obeisances to your lotus feet. We heard a lot about community, and community is nothing because of you only, that's who we are, and everybody attested actually very, very, very well that how this community has come about, and people are new behind this. And when I see all this, actually, that one thing comes to my mind, that actually your practical approach to everything, easy accessibility, your humor, and care, loving care about everyone, every individual is very unique. And then through that I read Lilamrita, but I cannot visualize that when I see your activity, your behavior, your daily operation, actually represent Prabhupada perfectly well. I can see visually. So that's who you are. And I can see one thing, the three things I want to come to my mind, that Prabhupada actually talked about that deity worship is not very important for mothers, especially. You take care of children because they are Krishna children, and exactly that's what you have done, because you very, very, very focused way, single pointed, you serve your Guru Maharaj. Right? I see that. So what you did, you built a school. I thought about a long time. Now on and off I discussed with you about this great thing, because ultimately when Prabhupada said Krishna children, and they are the future of every society, the material society, and you build this school for their growth, their well-being, and they are protected. So that's one thing I see Prabhupada, actually I see Prabhupada through you for that. And community, your smile, your humor, your activity is really is very infectious, and that's how Prabhupada made many disciples. You all came to him because his presence was, although he had a great accent, I'm sure it was difficult to understand as I can see myself, but very, very infectious. When purity is there, no language required, and that's who you are. Anyone comes close to you, I have experienced it over 30 years, observed, and that's what I have seen. That's the person you are behind each and every individual here, and having built that, you also took care of every part, every individual in the community, not only children, only the top priority, but also to build the temple, because deities have to serve, devotees have to learn to serve, and your dedication, the way you serve the deities is Radha Goloka. Their smile also they are very attractive, very catchy, because I have seen anyone comes to this new Goloka community, only once for the first time, they got to come again and again. And I'm talking about anyone coming here and seeing the community, seeing the Goloka, Sri Giriraj, they say, yeah, I will come if I'm invited or not. I'm going to come, whether they are coming from international visitor to hear speaker or national speaker. So that's who you are. And about a lot of things to be said, but not much time. So anyway, I want to finish very quickly. One thing, when my Guru Maharaj passed away, I was in Canada, and you are the first one. How much you care wherever you are very busy with GDC, you were in the Australian region and trip, but you called me there. It was so much comforting, and you said that you are here for me. It says something very personal, very deep. It cannot be expressed in words. That's who you are. And all we have seen here, how much you care about every individual, and that is a proof. Any visitor coming here, they want to come visit Radha Goloka Nandani you again and again. This is your activity. This is your behavior you exhibit practically. A practical person, time, place, circumstance you apply, and is appreciated by everyone. That's what we all can see here. So, as to say that our place is up, Dandavat Pranam to your lotus feet, and again I pray that you stay healthy, so that I am selfish, we all are selfish here, because we need your guidance, your care, and enhancement of this facility, this new Radham to highest level in ISKCON. I like to see that until I left. So that's what's going to happen. I have so much faith, and with that I pray Sri Radha Goloka, Sri Giriraj, and Nrsimha Bhagwan, so that you stay strong and we can enjoy your association. Hare Krishna.
First of all, I'd like to thank you so much for accepting me as your disciple and connecting me to the Goloka Sampradaya. I'm eternally grateful for that. And I'd also like to thank you so much for tolerating my Ganga playing during Jai Madhav, and I'm still beginning, I'm still learning. But one thing I wanted to say was that I'm very grateful that through you have given me the proper access for chanting the holy name. And one example I can weeks ago, when usually on Sunday feast when you do Jai Radha, after there's not much kirtan or very little, and then somehow or the other you decided to sing like 10 minutes of kirtan, and that was the best chanting Hare Krishna I've ever heard in my entire life. And if I can imbibe even one drop of that love of the holy name that you have in my life, it's perfect enough. Please bless me that I can stay in your service and continue chanting the holy names with strong conviction or keeping.
Hare Krishna.
Happy Vyasa Puja. What can I say? So many of us have already said so many nice things about you. You're here every day, and as the Guru just said that you're always on a mission. You're always such an inspiration for all of us, and you're a role model for me and for so many people here. And forgive me if I say anything wrong, but like in our Gen Z language, we call people like top G, and I feel like you are one of those great representations. You're always a great inspiration for all of us, and I really hope that you'll bless me so that I can always pray very nicely and chant and be in the service around the world. And thank you for accepting me in your service. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. You should have Nanda and Advaita, yeah. Advaita, keep it short. Oh, Nanda, okay.
Very Gurudev, first of all, I'd like to offer you my gratitude for all the years of inspiration, direction, and instruction that you've given me. Very indebted that every year you take the trouble to fly over from one side of the country to the other and give us your association for a few short and sweet days. It's been very nourishing. Personally, I've grown through that, and I would be in a very different place if you had been in that place. So that's my gratitude. Secondly, I'd like to ask you something. I'd like to ask you to give me a little bit of what you feel for Thakur. I want to feel that for you. Happy 75th birthday.
Hare Short. Very short. Very short.
First, my grandmother, Reverend Gurudev, Koti Pranam. I express my heartfelt gratitude to Radha and extend my respect to all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavas of this community. On this auspicious occasion of your Vyasa Puja, I humbly bow at your feet. While words can convey a person's feelings, I find myself unable to fully express my emotions toward you. Gurudev, you are not an ordinary human being. Your aura is somewhere else which I am not able to reach. You are my life savior, my breath, my every action, always there, protecting me like a mother, a friend, and a guide along my spiritual journey. In essence, you are my family. Without your acceptance as your disciple, I would be lost. This small destitute jivan, a fallen soul, was transformed into a human being through your initiation. Like a mother, you possess no desires for yourself. You give selflessly. Your blessings bestowed without regard to my qualifications are beyond my imagination. On this sacred day of Vyasa Puja, I offer my deepest gratitude, Gurudev, once again. Koti Pranam for always being with me. Yours ever servant, Surangi Vyasa. So I'll try my level best to keep this as short as possible. And I just want to express my full gratitude on giving me a taste of what we're all aspiring for. That's Krishna brain. This is the love for Krishna. And you can't have a higher taste without just knowing what it is, knowing what you can't go to school somewhere. You give so much love that you make me realize, oh, what Krishna film would be like. Little interactions, like, give me a quote while my father was driving me to Sharad Bhajan many years ago. I felt, 9 or 10-year-old me, I forget how old I was, but I was like, I have to guard this book. There was nobody in the car, it was just me. But I have to guard this book, it's good history. It was just my father, you and me, but I felt like I was on a mission to guard that book. Or just on the temple stairs, you asked me that, okay, you're learning Sanskrit? Tell me that I like your computer. Say that in Sanskrit. I had learned. I had learned that because I was new to learn. And I was ready. But then looking at you, I forgot everything. But then I brought up, I went to the table in my head. I said, Mayam, which means like me. I won't go into the rules of Mayam. Tava Yantram. But I asked, what does computer? You said, just use Yantram. So I said, your Yantram. So Tava Yantram, Rochate. Mayam, Tava Yantram, Rochate. And you were so happy with just that one sentence that I said. And just so much love. I have no words to describe how lucky, fortunate, these words serve for justice. Thank you so much, Rudy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Just a few more. Hare Krishna. Happy 70th Vyasa Puja. We love you all so much. I'm very grateful for your message.
Hariva.
Today I like to take the opportunity to thank you for making your draft of mercy so that I can continue with my devotional service and to follow some of the wonderful qualities you have revealed. And please bless me again and again so that I can keep serving your teachings light up the light.
So Jenny, we've been here for almost more years than anybody else except for Krishna Puja. And she's just wonderfully dedicated. You can serve Radha Govinda life after life.
Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Paramahansa Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Happy Vyasa Puja today. I'm not really a disciple directly, but I'm indirectly a disciple through my parents, who are not present right now. So on their behalf, I'd just like to wish you Happy Vyasa Puja on their behalf. They're in Fiji right now, and I know how much you love to travel to Fiji and the devotees of Fiji. I personally feel very happy when I'm actually trying to do something that you want to happen. Usually it's like playing drums or tabla or something that you ask. And then I was so happy, I think it was this year sometime, he mentioned me by my name and I was like, Gurudev knows who I am. And I was like, oh my God, he knows who I am. It was very touching. Thank you so much. I'm the very insignificant soul, like the dust, one of the dust pieces probably far away from your feet, but you still remember me. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Well, that's it.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, I just wanted to wish you a happy 75th Vyasa Puja and also that Jayapataka Maharaj sent you a message from Mayapur.
Oh, read it.
Wait, it's a voice memo, so I'm going to try.
All right. There you go. Just recognizing an example of determination. You know, the health situation that he has, and just continuing to serve Prabhupada in GBC. You know, I'm ready to retire, and my challenges are nothing like his. So, but I'm still going to retire. Well, I'm not claiming to be as dedicated as he is. Okay.
Humble obeisances, trying to be humble. I don't even know what to say, honestly. I'm just so grateful to be here, to serve the deeds here and serve the devotees here. I'm praying to serve you properly, eternally, for however long you'll have me. So thank you to your name for everything.
She's just a little baby. And she and her brother are serving the deed. Where's her brother? Okay. He's a power lifter. And she's so dedicated, just like shows the benefit of Gurukula.
Jai Guru, please accept my humble obeisances. We have 4 generations of our family living here at Goloka. And what everyone was saying about the community that you created, I feel like is kind of symbolized by that. Because beginning with your own generation, with your god brothers and god sisters, and then my generation, my daughter's generation, now my grandchildren's generation, you've created a culture of acceptance, of love, of care, of empathy that contrasts the culture that most of us come from, frankly, like a domination culture. And because of that, our family is properly situated here at Goloka. You've created service for all of us, 4 generations, and we have this huge community. So many people even coming from other parts of the world who have been impacted by the culture of love that you've created. And I just want to thank you for that. Thank you.
She teaches dance, she teaches the small kids, I mean, she does everything. I don't think she sleeps yet. Dresses the deities. What about Ishwar? What?
He did speak.
Not really. No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Microphone close. Close. To the mouth. That's where the voice comes from.
My only prayer is that day out, eternally, I can serve you and worship God. That's all. Hare Krishna.
Hello. He also came here as a little tiny baby. 3? 2. He was 2 years old. He was still in diapers. Oh my God. The time factor. One day I'll be in diapers too. So, okay, that's it? Oh, for me to speak, okay. Thank God. So, Om Gana Timirandasya Gananjana Shmakya Chakshuru Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Namaha Namaste Saraswati Devi Goloka Pachani Vivashesha Shunyavadi Paschachadesha Dharani. So I joined the Krishna consciousness movement in 1971. And it was by the mercy of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, that I was able to join, because, as many of you know, the devotees were quite fanatic in those days, and I wouldn't say too empathic. And they preached very strongly. I got told so many things like I was going to hell. I thought this was actually a Krishna conscious edition of born again Christians. Born again Krishnas instead. So I decided to avoid the movement. Even though I liked the philosophy, I was chanting. Of course, I was vegetarian and everything like that. But it was Prabhupada's personal presence and compassion. And it's not really anything that Prabhupada said to me at that point. It was his whole demeanor, his whole mood. He emanated love and compassion, and causeless love and compassion for everybody. And you could feel it. It was emanating from every pore, or from his spiritual energy, whatever you want to say. And I was just overwhelmed. And I recognized him immediately as my spiritual master. And I did what I didn't want to do. I joined the Hare Krishna movement. And of course, the Hare Krishna movement at that time was pretty tough. I mean, you were only allowed like 4.5 or 5 hours of sleep a night. And even if you had to go to Bhagavatam class, you had to go to Mangalarti. And even if you wanted to take a bathroom break, you had to ask permission. You had to raise your hand, and you had a brahmachari accompany you to make sure that you came back on time. Because many of us, we go to the bathroom and fall asleep. Or we fall asleep in class. So it was quite austere, and I endured this because I wanted to please Prabhupada. I understood what Prabhupada was enduring. And now, it's the age of 75, I'm understanding a little bit more physically what Prabhupada had to endure to take his boat across the ocean. I mean, tomorrow I'm supposed to go to Australia, and just the thought of a plane flight where you get to see comfortably, and it's only a few hours, I'm going, oh my God, I got to do that. But Prabhupada was in this boat in the Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean is not peaceful. Of course, it was more peaceful when Prabhupada went across. The Captain Pandya said, this is the most peaceful crossing he's ever had. I mean, Krishna was, as Prabhupada said, rowing the boat. On the boat, Prabhupada had this vision of Krishna in his various incarnations, rowing the boat across the ocean. And so that's actually what Prabhupada envisioned, and actually that's what happened. And Krishna is arranging everything for Prabhupada. So anyway, I can say, I was initiated 1972, early 72. January actually was when the letter was written about my initiation. So I can say that is actually my birthday. So I'm not actually 75. It makes me feel a lot better. So, 1972, and it's 2024 now, so, it's about 22 years from 75. And then Prabhupada is my father. Of course, I had a birth father, and I'm very grateful to him. And he gave me everything so I had the faculties to be able to join the Krishna consciousness movement, and whatever the position, the education, and everything like that. But Prabhupada is my eternal father. And eternally means that I have to dedicate myself eternally to serving him, regardless of how my body feels, and regardless of what's happening with the mind. That's called Buddhi Yoga. as we know from Bhagavad Gita, that there's different material elements. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. So, but aparayamitis twanyam prakitim vidime panam jiva bhuta mahavo yade yarante dayate jagat. Apart from these material elements, there's the soul. And we have to rise above the material element platform of being absorbed in this earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, and even material intelligence, and fix our spiritual intelligence upon the directions of His divine grace. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, and use that spiritual intelligence to control mind and the senses. And that's Krishna consciousness. And if you do that, you'll be happy. I was just listening to a class with Prabhupada, not a class, but actually a memory, where the devotee asked Prabhupada, he said, Prabhupada, I joined the Krishna consciousness movement, and I'm still not very happy. And Prabhupada said to him, but you're less miserable than you would have. So, but I could say factually that if we do fix our intelligence in this way, we will experience great happiness. Not from the body. The body is not going to give you great happiness. And not from the material mind, but from the heart and from the soul. So on this day, I am requesting all the devotees to dedicate their hearts, souls, and activities to the mission and service of His divine grace, Srila Prabhupada. And that mission and service is one of compassion, as devotees we're talking about. Vanchikalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhuyecha. Having unlimited compassion for others. Like Haridas Thakur being whipped in 22 marketplaces and having compassion for the people who are whipping him. So that's what we should aspire for, and that will be pleasing to Krishna. And that will be service to Srimati Radharani. I'm just reading the Brihad Bhagavatamrita, which is actually one of my favorite books. And Srimati Radharani has this devotee in the material world. He's a material Brahmin, those of you who know this story. But he's not really a direct devotee of Srimati Radharani. He's a devotee of her expansion. That is Durga. And Durga somehow or other gave this devotee the Gopal mantra. And this devotee is chanting. And so Srimati Radharani becomes so compassionate upon this personality, even though the personality has taken shelter of her expansion of an expansion of an expansion. Because Srimati Radharani's direct expansions are the other gopis, especially the Vishaka. And then there's the expansion of the wives of Krishna, especially Rukmini in Dwarka, and then the Lakshmis, and then after that we have Durga. And so she's taking so much compassion, she calls this devotee, this cowherd boy, Sarupa, who was previously Gopakumar. She calls him from the spiritual world, and she says to him, you have to go and save my devotee. So this is the compassion. Not only Radharani's compassion, of course, that's superlative, but the compassion of a devotee like Sarupa, who leaves the spiritual world, or like Srila Prabhupada, who left the spiritual world to come and get us. And that's the highest ecstasy. Or like Narada Muni, who's simply traveling everywhere. trying to help others. So if I can leave you all with any sort of message today, that should be our aspiration. To give Krishna to others, to tolerate in giving Krishna to others, be ready to make sacrifices in giving Krishna to others. Right? So thank you very much for all these kind words of appreciation. And whatever qualities, good qualities you may see, that I have manifested, they're all actually because of my connection with Srila Prabhupada. And whatever bad qualities you see, that's me. Don't blame anyone else. I take the blame. So, thank you very much. So we'll continue, and I know everybody's anxious for Prasadam. So what's the next item?
Guru Puja.
All right, Guru Puja, and then Prasadam, right?
Yeah, Kirtan.
Kirtan, and then Prasadam.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
And actually, everyone can come up and say pay their obeisances to Gurudev on stage. You can
During the Guru Puja.
During the Guru Puja, you can take a flower and offer to peace as well. So,
Okay.
everybody line up. Kirtan group.
All glories to His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada, to Prabhupada Puja.
What's that? The sweets. Yeah. These ones are without coconut.
Without coconut?
Yeah, because there's a few people like Gopal that are allergic to coconut.
Oh.
And these are with coconut.
So will they tell me when they're allergic?
I should tell.
What? I have a hat.
Well, I know Gopal and somebody else. I have to ask which one of them she was from somebody else. Then I'll get a chair so you can really see it. So we're going to be giving out sweets as everybody comes up. So if you're allergic to coconut, let me know. We have some non-coconut sweets, which are these right here. And some people are allergic to coconuts. Okay. Let's get this going.
Can I take one for me? Thank you. Thank
It's wrong.
Can I get the non-coconut? What? The non-coconut. Thank you,
Want to sway?
Yes, please. My donation will come through PayPal.
Okay, which podium coming? Thank you.
Maharaj, on behalf of ISKCON Philadelphia, please come to the temple.
Oh, very nice.
there's a probability. I'll read the message. coconut?
No coconut for him.
Oh, right. You did that coconut. See that coconut?
And no dairy for her.
Oh, I don't know what it has in it.
Okay.
And no coconut for you. No coconut.
Thank you so much for a good day. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, brother.
Malika sends her regards.
I know she sent me a message. Thank you.
flowers of this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Maharaj Sharma.
Not make it, he had a prior commitment, so he gave his envelope. Hare Krishna Gurudev, we got some
Your clothes, Gurudev.
clothes from you.
Your size, Gurudev. They stitch for you.
This is on you.
Please wear, Gurudev.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
for
Gurudev.
all your blessings.
All your blessings. Please forgive our mistakes, Gurudev, and continue to bless us. Thank you.